How y'all doing? You know, I really wasn't intending on coming to you live today. But, you know, where I'm from, down in the country, we say you have to scald a hog when the water's hot. And right now, I see a post that I made about the 4th of July has got y'all 38 hot. I mean, y'all steaming and screaming. Woo, that little post about the 4th of July made some of y'all 38 hot and made y'all exhibit a real special kind of stupid. Let me put my butter and eggs down so I can get them room temperature to put in this cake. Let me tell y'all something. When I said what I said about the 4th of July, I meant it. And I meant it in this way. Because, see, some people came on the post saying, well, I celebrate the day for certain reasons. And that's okay. I don't have any problem with that. Because like most of us, especially black folk, you celebrate the holiday with family. And for most people who work and have to make a living and whose families may be scattered in different towns, cities, or even all across the country, holidays are a special time for us because those are the few days out of the year, and that one special day among many that we can get together, enjoy one another's company with fellowship, fun, and food. Now, you may not all be commemorating the holiday per se, but there are some of you, and y'all know good and hell well, some of y'all going to the beauty shop, getting your outfits off layaway, buying firecrackers, and going broke, selling food stamps and everything else to celebrate the 4th of July. And then you got some of us on here with Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm, S-T-O-C-K-H-O-L-M, Syndrome, S-Y-N-D-R-O-M-E, Stockholm Syndrome. Look that up. Research that after I get through talking. Because you talking about how great this country is and all these opportunities that we have here. You're right. Right, but those of you who have those opportunities, you damn sure ain't got them because you popping no firecrackers celebrating the 4th of July. That ain't why you got them. Because sitting on your ass around a barbecue grill popping firecrackers and drinking liquor and eating and talking is not why you have any opportunities, and that is definitely not the way that you take advantage of those opportunities. The 4th of July and the Declaration of Independence don't have a damn thing to do with your opportunities if your ass is black as mine. Okay? Because when the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, you were still out there, baby, trying to get that 9-foot sack full of cotton, or you was out there cutting them tobacco leaves, or you was slicing down them sugarcane stalks, depending on what part of the South you were in. If you was in the Carolinas and Virginia, you was fooling with tobacco leaves. If you was in the southernmost parts like Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi, you was picking cotton. If you was down in Louisiana, you was fooling down around there getting you some sugar cane out the field. So don't come telling me about what this day means to you, because it means nothing to you. It celebrates, July the 4th celebrates the colonial part of the United States, their separation from England. That's for that reason. Okay? So don't come telling me nothing about no opportunity you got. Because, see, your opportunities that you have are linked to the Emancipation Proclamation. It's linked to Brown versus the Board of Education. It is linked to Plessy versus Ferguson. It is linked to the 1955 boycott of the buses in Montgomery. It is linked to the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama. It is linked to the Little Rock Nine over in Little Rock, Arkansas. It is linked to the Scottsboro Boys. It is linked to Emmett Till. It is linked to Fannie Lou Hamer. It is linked to June 19th, when it is celebrated, when that day is set aside as the day that the last black people in Texas got the message that they were free. So my problem is not what you want to do on July the 4th. But my problem is that you have to be a special kind of silly to celebrate and talk about how wonderful July the 4th is in your freedom and your opportunities as an American when you don't put that same emphasis on Juneteenth. When you don't put that same emphasis on Watch Night on December 31st for watch night. And if you don't know what watch night is, you look like a damn fool hollering talking about what July 4th is. And as far as the brother talking about the opportunities that people are packing up, shipping crates over here to come over here, let me tell you one thing. Your folks been over here 400 years, and somebody can pack up a crate and come over here with skin just a little lighter than yours and hair straighter than yours and live tax-free for 7 years, but they damn sure ain't gave you that opportunity. So please, if you hot, if you mad, you can get glad in the same drawers you got mad in. Because if you, as a black person in America, don't celebrate and elevate and help to potentiate and perpetuate your own history of your own people like you do his capital H-I-S story that was taught to you in school, you are special kind of stupid. That's just like me going over there talking about how nice and wonderful your house is, how great your family is, how much your family is accomplishing, and how great I feel just to live next door to you, and I ain't taking care of my own family, supporting my own family, building up my own home and cleaning up my own house. I'm just glad to be living next door to you. So I celebrate everything about you and your people and your family, but then I don't do anything about my own. I would be a damn fool to do that now, wouldn't I? That's why you look like a damn fool hollering about how wonderful and great and how significant July the 4th is, and on June 19th, I couldn't get a peep out. You could hear a rat piss on cotton. Nobody was talking about June 19th, and that is the most significant day to your black ass in history other than your birthday and payday. So I don't have anything against you. You can go and buy 10 racks of ribs, cut up 20 sacks of iced potatoes, and go buy all the Bush's baked beans. But you cannot let what somebody tells you to celebrate because that's the acceptable thing that you do when you assimilate into what they want you to believe is the dominant culture. It's all right. You can celebrate stick breaking day, Pancake Day. Hell, today, June 29th, it's free tea day at McAllister's. I celebrate that. Because I went over there and got me a free unsweet tea with some mango syrup in it. But now, free tea day at McAllister's is not going to be more important to me than my birthday, my child's birthday, my mama's birthday. So why would you let the 4th of July be more significant to you than June 19th or December 31st or any other day that is significant to the history of you and your people? African Americans, black people, have contributed much to this country. And if you think that Crispus Attucks is the only person that should be celebrated because of what he did in the Revolutionary War, you need to find out who Benjamin Banneker is. And if you really want to talk about somebody who sacrificed something, brother, you need to look up the Buffalo Soldiers. And you need to go back and find out about the men who were from Kentucky, Russellville, Kentucky, who were sold into the Union Army and fought for the Union Army during the war between the states known as the Civil War. You want to talk about a soldier? Crispus Attucks might have been the first to die, but he damn sure wasn't the only one. And there are many more who are unnamed, who are martyrs, marchers, mothers, matriarchs, who have given everything that they had up to their very lives for us to be able to know and understand our history as a people. See, when you start spouting off a bunch of facts from a history book that a white man wrote and gave you, in which he left out and omitted all of the history of your people, you show me that you are only highly trained, because you damn sure ain't educated. And even if you got more degrees than a thermometer, you still like a dull knife that ain't cutting. You talking loud, but you ain't saying nothing. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging the history and heritage of the land that you live in. But you better believe that what really made America great is the blood, sweat, and tears of my people that's still in the soil of the South and every corner of this country, because we cleared the fields, we planted the crops, we built the railroads, we cut the highways, we poured the asphalt on the highways, we built these buildings. Benjamin Banneker was one of the greatest architects who ever lived. As a matter of fact, St. Jude Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee was designed by a black man. You can't even go down the street and be safe on the streets of America without knowing about the traffic light that was created by Gary Morgan. You can't even get up and be neatly dressed in the morning for work without knowing that the ironing board was created by a black woman. You can't even walk anywhere in this world without acknowledging that it was a black man who invented the machine that put the soles on the shoes. So yes, it takes a very special kind of person to get all excited about July 4th and not put as much energy and effort into celebrating the heritage and history of your own people and the contributions and sacrifices they made to build this very country. So if you are such a great American, you need to make sure that you understand that without your people, there would be no America. Stop celebrating the voyage and the people and passengers of the Mayflower and realize that those slave ships, that America was not built. And there would be no America had the slave ships not started running in the 1600s and bringing you, mine, and our families and grandparents, ancestors over here. Because you got to realize you can't celebrate all that with the Mayflower, because in the first year they died. And had it not been for our other side of our family, because many of us African Americans are also Native Americans, had it not been for the Native Americans, there would be no American history, because all the Pilgrims would have died. They would never have survived the winter without the help of the Native Americans. And once they survived the winter, had they not recruited us over here to labor in the fields, clear the land, build the houses, and even to have black women to be healers and tend to them when they were sick, there would be no America. There would be no 4th of July. See, I call it the 4th of You-Lie. Y-O-U-L-I-E, because you lie to yourself if you believe that celebrating the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, when you were still being beaten, dragged, lynched, whooped in the tobacco fields, the cane fields, and the cotton fields, is more significant than Juneteenth, when it was solidified that you were now free, that you were free to pursue all of the opportunities that were supposed to be guaranteed to all Americans in the Constitution. As a matter of fact, since you want to get so hyped about the 4th of July, and you want to get so hot and talk about I'm sitting back criticizing, I tell you what you do. Before you decide that you want to jump all hot and mad, why don't you find and Google that poem called I Too Sing America? Because if you want to sing the praises of America, you do it. But you make sure you sing every line, every chapter, every verse, and every lyric. Because see, that song that you sing, that praise that you sing of America, is your people and my people. Because see, when Donald Trump started talking about making America great again, that don't mean nothing to me, because see, it was my people that made America. As a matter of fact, Dr. Feelgood Potts is often said to be, he was often rumored to have said, when we would go down on Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee, talking about the blues, Dr. Feelgood would say, I built this. And he wasn't lying. And if you get a chance, You should find out who Dr. Feelgood Potts is. He's a great blues man, blues historian, storyteller, and harmonica player. His daughter, Sheba Potts Wright, is also a blues artist in her own right. Find that out. And the reason why I can do that is because it's also Black Music Month. So why you want to talk about celebrating America? If you really want to celebrate America, celebrate all of it. Don't just celebrate the vanilla part. Celebrate the white, the brown, the black, the red, the yellow, the Native Americans, the Hispanic, the Latinos, the Asian Americans. Celebrate everybody. But don't celebrate nobody more than you celebrate your own. Now go pop your firecracker off of that. And I'll talk to y'all later after my cake get done.